So here's the thing, building OKRs are a bit like building a dashboard for your car. Just having the dashboard doesn't help you become a better driver. The magic of driving is the behavior on the road. The magic of OKRs is in meetings. Meetings are where we create the environment for brains to solve problems. So meetings become the best kept secret of any OKR system's success or demise. Let's take a look at this. Now, overall, when we build OKRs, the idea is we take the strategy, and based on the strategy, we build OKRs. Now, you can guess from this slide, there's an awful lot more to the process than just building OKRs. So once we have those OKRs, obviously they need to inform daily operations. People need to make sure day to day the work they're doing is lined up with those objectives. Now, as a leader, they need to monitor to make sure that we're making good progress. And more than just monitoring the progress against those daily and weekly OKRs, we need to have ongoing check-ins to see how people are feeling, what are the barriers and blockages, what can we do to help them be more effective in their day-to-day operations. And so between the check-ins and the daily operations, we need to, as leaders, affect change. And we do that through meetings. Now, these meetings might be regular cadence meetings, performance meetings. They might be monthly meetings. They might be ad hoc meetings. But always I've got to get one brain connected with other brains. It could even be one other brain. It could be a one-on-one. And the outcome from those meetings is going to be one of three things. Either updates to the strategy. Think of that as a quarterly refresh. Or maybe in a monthly or weekly meeting, there's near-term tasks or KPIs I need to work on, things I need to get done this week and next week, which have a faster cadence than the OKRs. And that is also going to inform daily operations. Or I might be just clearing those barriers and blockages that are affecting the team. Now, I actually think of this as like a flywheel, right? In the front of your car engine, if you've got a gas engine, there's a big chunk of steel called a flywheel. And what it does is it evens the energy that comes out from each cylinder firing. In other words, if you didn't have it, each time a cylinder would fire, the car would lurch forward. And the way the car moves forward is each cylinder gives that flywheel a little nudge. And that's how we have to run our businesses too. We can't exert all of our energy on strategy or all of our energy on OKRs and expect the system to work. We have to give a little nudge to strategy. So think of this as a high level strategy. Then a little nudge to OKRs. Think of that as the first quarter as you're gradually learning how to use them. And a little nudge to daily operations. Help people get guided towards making sure that they're working on their OKRs. And then, a little nudge to how we monitor business, a little nudge to making the meetings run better. And from there, we may end up being able to give strategy a little nudge. Or sometimes we're going to find out, weekly or bi-weekly tasks or KPIs to get done. So we give that a nudge. Or maybe at that weekly barriers and blockages. Now, we don't make this work by exerting huge energy into any one of these nodes, but rather gently nudging all of them and gradually creating more momentum. In fact, the way I look at this is there's really three flywheels here. This outside one, that's that quarterly cadence, or typically quarterly cadence. This one spins a bit faster. Think of that as your weekly or monthly meetings. And then the inside one spins even faster. Those are the daily or weekly meetings. And the idea is, as a leader, you're spinning these three flywheels to create even momentum for that organization going forward. So you can see from this, the meetings, in fact, become the key connection point that translate our strategy into action. Now, a way to take a look at this is consider your own organization. We often see that in this system, organizations are typically weak in one of three areas. Area number one is the ability to capture strategy and translate it into OKRs. The second common weak area is in how we manage personnel, making sure that they're motivated, aligned, and being as productive as they can be. And then the third is meetings, how it is we effectively meet and solve problems and both long-term and short-term activities. And often in larger organizations, we'll see some departments are weak in one area, other departments are weak in another area. But this is the overall ecology, and you can see from this that developing the OKRs, area 1 in the top right corner here, is only a part of what we need to do to effectively run our organization. And meetings become that best kept secret of making great OKR solutions drive employee engagement and productivity. We'd love to share more of our ideas with you. There are probably about 300 YouTube videos that we've recorded that you can find on our YouTube page. We also write a continuous series of blogs about OKR and related topics. Or feel free just to give us a phone call or email me. Happy to have a conversation about any of these topics. Talk to you soon.